Hello and welcome back to Bits and Bobs. Today's video is all about the 1893 one penny coin, as we see on the screen now. First off, we'll talk about the design of the coin, and then we'll move on to the facts, figures, mintages and values of this coin. So the design. This reverse design was designed by Leonard Charles Wyon and features the classic portrait of seated Britannia sat on the shield with the trident in hand. There is a lighthouse to her left and a boat to her right on the sea as Britannia rules the waves. The words one penny are around the top, and the date, in this case 1893, features below at the bottom of the coin. This design was first introduced onto pennies in 1860 and was last used on pennies in 1970. So 110 years of use for this design, which is why I'm sure a lot of you will recognise it from some of your old pre-decimal coinage. If we flip the coin over to the obverse or the head side of the coin, we can see a portrait of Her Majesty Queen Victoria. This portrait of Queen Victoria was also done by Leonard Charles Wyon, meaning he engraved both the obverse and the reverse of this coin. This portrait of the Queen is often known as the bun head and features her wearing her hair in a bun, hence the name, and a laureate on her head rather than a crown. She's facing to the left, and she's also wearing a ribbon in her hair, which is quite hard to tell, especially when it's worn. The legend reads Victoria, DG Brit Reg FD. This is abbreviated Latin and translates from that Latin to Victoria, by the grace of God, Queen of all of Britain and Defender of the Faith. The 1893 penny was one of the last pennies to feature this portrait of the Queen before it changed to the veil head. Speaking of change, now we move on to the facts and figures of this coin. Firstly, the coin was minted at the Tower Hill Mint in London, where the Royal Mint was based between 1810 and 1975. The coin was struck to a weight of 9.4 grams. The coin was composed of an alloy, namely bronze, but 97% of that bronze was actually copper. So it was almost a copper penny, but there was 2.5% of zinc and 0.5% tin, making it the alloy bronze to have this coin minted out of. The diameter of the coin was 30.8 millimeters. So it was a fairly large diameter and had a fairly large mintage in 1893 of 8,161,740. So it's not a very rare year in terms of pre-decimal pennies. Pre-decimal pennies, by the way, were 1/12 of a shilling, which was 1/240th of the pound sterling. In 1893, one penny was worth more than one penny today. In fact, it was worth around 70 pence in today's money. So while it wasn't worth a fortune, it could still buy a few things, rather than a penny couldn't buy much today. Now then, speaking of today, what is the coin worth value-wise in today's collector market? In a poor, worn condition, it will sell for only around £2, fine £10, in extremely fine up to £100, and to get one in uncirculated condition with no wear, damage or scratches, up to £230 for this coin. So it's very lucky if you have one of those. But regardless of condition, please do comment down below if you have an 1893 one penny coin. We're always interested to know. While you're down there commenting, of course, please do subscribe if you haven't already, and we thank you for watching. We hope you've enjoyed, and we'll see you next time on Bits and Bobs for some more coin videos. Bye.